Today, we are diving into something super powerful, something that can literally transform the way you show up in relationships, your school life, and even in your own thoughts. I am talking about emotional intelligence. So, are you ready? I want you to go ahead and grab your notebook or your journal, or you can just simply open the Notes app in your phone and let's grow together. All right. What is emotional intelligence? I'm going to break it down. Emotional intelligence, also known as EQ, is all about how well you understand and handle emotions, yours as well as other people's. Because let me tell you something, people will people. They will try you, they will step on your last nerves. So, your ability to recognize what you're feeling, why you're feeling that way, and how these emotions impact your behavior and choices is really important. But it doesn't stop there. It also means you know how to use your emotions in a healthy, productive way, like calming yourself down when you're frustrated, motivating yourself when things get tough, or showing empathy when someone else is struggling. Emotional intelligence helps you to 1, communicate better, 2, empathize with others, 3, manage conflict, 4, make good decisions, and 5, so important, it allows you to handle stress like a boss. Okay. Think of EQ as your emotional superpower. It's not about never getting mad or sad. Remember, I told you, I don't talk about toxic positivity, right? I provide you with tools on how to manage your life. It's about what you do with emotions when they show up. What do you do with an emotion when it shows up? What do you do when you're feeling angry? What do you do when you're feeling sad? When you have a high emotional intelligence, you're better at handling stress, communicating clearly, resolving conflict, and building stronger relationships, both at school, at home, and everywhere in between. Now, emotional intelligence is made up of a few key parts. This is not an exhaustive list, all right? I'm only going to give you about 5 key parts. 1, self-awareness. You have to recognize your own emotions and how those emotions affect you. Number 2, self-regulation. You have to be able to manage your emotions instead of letting them manage you. Number 3, motivation. Stay focused and positive even when things are tough. Number 4 is empathy. Even when you are upset or you're feeling sad or you're in a conflict with somebody, understand what the other person is feeling. And number 5, social skills. You need to know how to build healthy relationships and communicate effectively. So, yeah, EQ is a big deal. It's a big deal, and it's something you can definitely get better at with practice. That was a lot, right? Now, let's talk about how you can start growing your own Q. Number 1, name it to tame it. When you feel strong emotions, try to name it. What exactly are you feeling? Are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling disappointed? Are you feeling embarrassed? Because the more specific you can be, the more power you have to deal with it. Because the way you respond to dealing with when you're angry will be different from when the emotion is frustration or when the emotion is embarrassment. So if you name it, then you can deal with it, or you can figure out a way to deal with it. So number 2, pause before you react. Y'all, I used to tell students when someone does something to you or does something that upsets you, I need you to pause, take a deep breath, count to 10 before you respond. Because what happens is when you respond instead of reacting to the situation, you control the situation. Number 3, journal your feelings. You could grab a notebook, a notepad, open your notes app, write down what you're feeling and why. What this does is it helps you to process emotions instead of keeping all inside. Journaling is so super helpful. When you write down what you're feeling, you get it out on paper. That way you don't bottle it up all inside and let it fester. Number 4, practice empathy. When your friend seems off, don't brush it off. Ask how they're doing. Try to imagine what it might be like in their shoes. Empathy helps you to build meaningful connections. Number 5, I want you to find somebody you can talk to. Talk it out, whether it's a trusted friend, an adult, a counselor. Don't keep emotions trapped inside because sometimes just saying what you're feeling can bring a huge sense of relief to you. Finally, number 6, celebrate your wins because emotional intelligence includes you recognizing when you've handled something well. Give yourself high fives, give yourself some props when you manage your emotions or resolve conflict in a healthy way. So let's talk about the 6 ways you can boost your emotional intelligence. Name it to tame it. Number 1. Number 2, pause before you react. Number 3, journal your feelings. Number 4, practice empathy. Number 5, talk it out. And finally, number 6, celebrate your small wins. So let's practice. Let's put it in action. So because it's now your turn. This is your challenge for this week. I want you to, 1, pick a moment this week where you feel a strong emotion. Maybe you got frustrated, maybe you got anxious, or even super excited. Pick a moment. I want you to pause and I want you to name that emotion. Then I want you to choose a strategy from today's app to respond in a way that's mindful and emotionally smart. And if you would like to go the extra mile, journal about the moment. Ask yourself, what did I feel? Why? How did I respond? What could I do differently next time? Now remember, just like your resilience is a muscle, your emotional intelligence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And you will come to find out that you will end up building stronger connections with people to the point where what people do won't even bother you as much. Like for me, when what people do does not bother me as much because I have learned and I am still learning how to respond to what people do to me. I have learned how to name and tame my emotions. I no longer react. I respond because it's a difference. Because let me tell you something. As young people, when people know that they can get a rise out of you, they will continue to do that thing that causes you to react, especially if it is something that causes you to react negatively. So I want you to learn, if you don't remember anything from today's episode, remember that. When people know that they can cause you to react negatively by doing something to you, I promise you, they'll do it. They'll do it because your reaction, your negative reaction, for whatever reason, brings joy to some people and they want to see you react negatively, especially in school. That is where a lot of student conflicts come from. That's where it comes from. And then you end up fighting. And then once you're done fighting, now somebody has to suspend you. And now you're suspended for 10 days. Who's worth all of that? So that's why I want to teach you to respond instead of reacting. All right? So let's end with a little grace. What is one thing you're grateful for today? Reflect on how your emotions shaped your day. Say a positive affirmation to yourself. For example, I am in control of how I respond. Who will you connect with this week by showing empathy? And finally, be kind to yourself. Show yourself some empathy. Say kind words to yourself. Remember that your self talk should be positive and not negative. Remember that you are learning and you're growing. And that's something you should be proud of because I am proud of you. I hope you are walking away with a better understanding of your emotions and how powerful they can be when you know how to manage them. And don't forget, every day is a new chance for you to grow gracefully. Until next week, stay graceful, stay growing, and remember you got this.